Good morning, another Monday. Weekend flew by like usual, huh? We had a good weekend. We did a lot of yard work. It was fun though, I think. It looks good though now when I look out there at it. It's kind of all coming together. It looks like it might rain, but I checked the radar. I didn't see any rain coming, so. The lighting might look a little strange today. I have two big lights and I kept telling myself, you should order some spare bulbs. Well, one of them blew today, so I guess I'll be ordering some spare bulbs. So I'll just have lighting from one side. I don't know if you'd even notice. So today we're going to do some familiar sequences, some sun salutations, sun salutation A and sun salutation B. We'll start slow with each, and then we'll move faster, make it more of a power-ish kind of yoga, get the heart rate up, kind of power our way into the week. So join me on the mat. I'll meet you back there. Let's start in a seated position. I've got two pair of glasses here now. I have them all over the house. So yeah, it does look a little different. I've got light coming from that way, and I usually have it coming from that way, and I don't, so oh well. Sit up nice and tall. Make sure you're in a comfortable upright seat. Let's just come to the breath. Bring the hands to the low belly. Expand into the low belly as you inhale. And soften as you exhale. Let's do a little three-part breath this morning, Dirga Swasam. So as you're filling your breath, bringing the breath low into the lungs means letting the belly expand. So we're going to start with awareness in the belly. Second part we bring awareness to is the rib cage. And the third is the upper chest. So low, mid, upper. We're filling from bottom to top. And as you exhale, you're going to exhale from top to bottom. So upper chest, middle chest, low belly. Let's take two big, deep cleansing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time, in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, here we go. Into the belly, ribs, upper chest, fill all the way. Pause. Exhale, upper chest, mid chest, low belly. Let's do about 6 more, your pace. Expand all the way around in each of those segments. Two more for me. Last one. Open the eyes and release the breath. Practice, bring the hands to heart. Let's do a few circle of joy. Inhale, exhale, round the back, reach forward. Inhale, up, and exhale, the hands right back home to the heart. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale up, exhale down. Last one, make it count. Stretch, wake up the spine, wake up the shoulders, the arms. And last one, meet me in table. Wrists under, shoulders, knees under hips. Let's shift back and forth. You can come way back into child's pose. Get another nice stretch in the side body and the back. Shifting forward a little bit to stretch those wrists. Fingers are spread wide, gripping the mat with the fingertips. Pressing more into the base of the thumb and the index finger. Let's do 2 more each way. And back to neutral, circle. Circle through the hips, circle through the shoulders. Reverse the direction. And come back to neutral. Let's just reach up with the right arm. Take a little twist. And back down. Left arm, take a little twist. And back down, 1 more each side. Looking more and more cloudy out there. Now back to neutral, we'll do some lateral flexion and extension of the spine, so side bends. I'm going to swing my right hip over to the right and peek over my right shoulder, so I'm really bending through the right side and stretching the left. Back to neutral. Other way, left hip comes forward, I'm looking over the left shoulder. Let's do 1 more each side. And back to neutral. Reach back through the right leg. Come on to the ball of the foot. We'll stretch the calf muscle first. Now lift the right leg until your leg is lifted to the same level of the pelvis. Now reach out with your left hand. Let's shift forward and back here a bit. You can tuck the toes of the left foot. Get a little stretch through the plantar fascia as you're rocking back. And then come to stillness. And switching sides. First, we're going to reach back through the left leg onto the ball of the foot. Press back through the heel. Now lift the left leg. Reach out with the right hand. And shift forward and back here. You can tuck the toes of the left foot. And then coming to stillness, reach in both directions. And then down to table. Tuck the toes, down dog. Let's wiggle. Find some space. Pedal the heels, wag the tail, shift around. Now find your down dog and let's shift forward into plank. And then lifting into down dog. Let's do 4 more of these. Maybe pick up the pace a little bit. Tying the movement with the breath. Where does your inhale want to be? Where does your exhale want to be? I've got 1 more. And then find down dog. Look forward and let's walk to the top of the mat. Place the feet under the hips. Now, keep the knees bent a bit. We're going to lift halfway. Lengthen through the spine. Hold this. Roll the thighs inward. Inward roll of the thighs. Feel that open up some space in the low back. Drop your shoulders out of your ears, so you're pushing the shoulders down towards the hips. You can even let the arms float out here. Keep your knees bent a bit. Pull the feet away from each other as you're rolling the thighs inward. Now fold. Pull the feet away from each other. Swing your arms out and up. And exhale the hands home to the heart. Sun breath. Let's do a couple more. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Lifting halfway. Fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale the hands home to the heart. Let's do 1 more. all the way up. Big inhale, rise up, that pranic lifting energy as you come up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Okay, Surya A. Let's take it slow the first time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. Now step back in plank. Come to the belly. Keep the hands by the armpits. Let's do 5 rolling baby cobra. So inhale, lifting. Maybe low ribs stay on the mat. Exhale down. 4 more. Two more. Tuck the toes, press into plank again, and then down dog. Look to the top of the mat. Take bigger steps this time. Lift halfway when you get here. Exhale, fold. Pull the feet away from each other, arms out and up. Exhale, the hands home to the heart. So we're going to do 3 more of those. When we come to the back bend, we'll just do 1. So we did baby cobra. If you're feeling like you want a little more bend in the back, you can come into a high cobra. You can even do upward facing dog if you like. Let's do 3 more. Here we go. Inhale up and fold. Lifting halfway. Step back in plank. Inhale and then exhale to the belly. 1 back bend and down. Tuck the toes to plank. Lift the hips to down dog. Step it forward. There was 1. Lift halfway. Fold. Arms out and up. Here's number 2. Tuck the toes, down dog. Step it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Pull the arms out and up. Exhale, the hands home to the heart. 1 more. Here we go. Plank. Belly. Back bend. Through plank to down dog. Step it forward. Lift halfway. Fold. Pull the feet away from each other. Inhale, the arms out and up. Exhale, the hands home to the heart. Pause here. Feel the energy. Feel the breath. Maybe you're starting to perspire just a little bit. Waking up. All right. So bring the feet so the toes, the big toes touch. I'm going to go through Surya Namaskar B or a version of it. So you start in chair pose, Utkatasana. We'll take the first maybe 1 on each side slow. Inhale, reach. Now send your hips back, reach forward towards the ankles. Inhale, lift. Let's hold this for a couple breaths. So drop the hips a bit lower if you can. You can keep the arms a little forward of the ears if you need to. Roll those little fingers inward. 2 more breaths here, maybe a little lower. Now on your next exhale, just fold forward. Lift halfway. Step back in plank. To the belly. Find your back bend. Back through plank. To down dog. Now swing your right leg back and up. And step it forward. We're going to come up in Warrior 1. So drop the back heel inward a bit. Rise up. Roll those little fingers in as you bring the arms up by the ears. Let's hold Warrior 1 for a moment. Breathe. Feel the power in your warrior. Make sure you're reaching to the pinky toe edge of the back foot. And that front knee is lined up over your ankle and you can see your toes. Breathe. Now fold forward. Find plank. Let's come to the belly. Take your back bend. through plank to down dog. Lift the left leg back and up. Stepping it forward between the hands. Warrior one, foot in the back. Rise up. Roll those little fingers in. Arms by the ears. Breathe. So we're reaching to the pinky toe edge of that back foot, and this front thigh is externally rotating a little. Externally rotating and pulling back a bit. 2 more breaths. And exhale, fold. Find your plank to your belly, your back bend. Plank, down dog. Step it forward. Big toes touch, hips down. Swing the arms out and rise all the way up. Exhale the hands home to the heart. Okay, so let's go a little quicker. We'll do one on each side and see how we feel. Inhale up. And fold. Lift halfway. And fold. Step back in plank. Come to the belly. Take your back bend. Back down to plank. To down dog. Right leg back and up. Step forward. Warrior one. Fold. Plank. Belly. Back bend. Back down. Plank. Down dog. Left leg back and up. Step it forward. Warrior one. Fold. Plank. Belly. Back bend. Back down through plank to down dog. And step it. You can even hop forward. Big toes to touch. Let's lift halfway here. Lengthen the spine. Fold. Now swing the arms forward and up all the way. Exhale the hands home to the heart. Take a moment and notice. And breathe. So coming to the back bend, you can come into upward facing dog if you like. You've kind of warmed up that spinal extension. Chaturanga, if Chaturanga is in your practice, you can come into Chaturanga to upward facing dog. Let's do that, and I'll kind of show you how to do it, and then I'll show you what I usually do. So coming into chair, swing the arms forward and up. Sink your hips. And now we're going to lift and fold. Step back into plank. Now stay strong in the arms. We're going to bend the elbows. Now flip your feet. Let your hips lower as the elbows straighten. So what's supporting me is the tops of my feet and my wrists. Now tuck the toes, down dog. Swing the right leg back and up. Step it forward. Warrior one, Vira one. And fold. Step back into plank. Chaturanga, if that's what you want to do, flip the feet. And lift the heart forward and up. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Lift the left leg back and up. Step it forward. Warrior one. Come up. Roll those little fingers inward. Frame the foot. Plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. And then step it forward. Lift halfway, big toes touch. Fold. Swing those arms out and up. And come to a standing position. And exhale the hands home to the heart. And release the arms down. So Chaturanga, I'm really careful with Chaturanga. I've had a shoulder injury on this side, so I'm just really fussy about the shoulders. So you have to be very controlled with this descent in your plank. And if my shoulders start to get tired, I'll come into plank. I won't do the Chaturanga. I'll just flip my feet and let my pelvis come down as my chest comes forward and up. So we'll do that this time. If you want to join me, you can always just come to the belly and take a high cobra. Let's do chair. Forward and up, and forward and down. Inhale, lift. Fold, plank. If you see the side camera, I'm just flipping my feet, and as my pelvis comes forward, down, my chest comes forward. That's upward facing dog. Tuck the toes, down dog. Lift the right leg back and up. Warrior one. And fold. Plank to up dog or your back bend. You can always just go right into down dog and skip that plank back bend stuff. Lift the left leg back and up. Step it forward. Warrior one. Fold. Let's come to plank. Drop your knees. Knees wide. Big toes touch. Let's take a nice wide child's pose. Feel free to bring your forehead to the mat. I'm going to keep my head lifted away from the microphone. Breathe into the hips. So we're on the wrists a lot. Massage the wrists. Massage the palms of the hands. Little circles through the wrist. And remember to keep the wrists happy. When we're bearing weight on the wrist, we're pushing into the thumb and the base of the index finger and gripping the mat with the tips of the fingers. That will help support the wrist. Take about 3 more breaths here, way down into the belly. And now be back in table. Tuck your toes, down dog. And step it forward. This time keep the feet under the hips, lift halfway. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Let's hold here, roll those thighs in, pull the feet away from each other. Feel all that release in the low back. And fold. Inhale out and up. And exhale the hands home to the heart. Now we're going to switch it up a little bit. We'll come through Surya Namaskar B, but this time we're going to add in a warrior two. Maybe even a side angle. Swing your arms out and up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. On an exhale, step back into plank. You can pop into down dog or find a back bend, whatever back bend you choose. You could even do a cat-cow here. Meet me in down dog. Right leg back and up. Step forward. Externally rotate the back foot. We're going to cartwheel up into warrior two. Hands to hips. Draw your right hip back. Let that left hip wrap forward. And everything from the top of the hips up turns to your left. Swing your arms out and up. Look at the right fingertips. Breathe. Scoop those sit bones underneath you. Soften the low ribs. It's easy to let the tail stick out and the ribs poke forward. So scoop everything in. And from that place, lift up through the crown of the head. Let's take a peaceful warrior. Drop the left hand down the left leg and reach up with the right. And hold. You can always take that half bind here. Wrapping the left arm behind you and the fingers wrapping around your hip or your thigh. And back to warrior two. Cartwheel the arms down, step back into plank. You can go right to down dog or find a back bend. These back bends are energizing. Let's wake up for our Monday. Tuck the toes, down dog. Left leg back and up. Step it forward. External rotation of the back leg. We'll reach into the pinky toe edge. Cartwheel the arms out and up. Scoop the sit bones. Take the hands to the hips. Left hip back. Right hip wraps forward. Then everything above that turns to your right. Take the gaze to your left fingertips. Reach in both directions. Breathe. Let's take peaceful warrior. Right hand down the right leg or wrap into that half bind. Breathe. Back to warrior 2. Cartwheel around. Plank. Find your back bend. Down dog. And step it forward. Arriving on an inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Pull your feet away from each other, arms out and up. And hands to heart center. Inhale up. Fold. Lifting halfway. Step back in plank. To the belly. Back bend. Or you could have done Chaturanga. Tuck the toes, down dog. Lift the right leg back and up. Step it forward, externally rotate the left, warrior 2. This time we're gonna move a little bit with this, going peaceful warrior to warrior 2. But swing the hands, so I'm gonna swing into a peaceful, modified peaceful, and then the other way. My arms are kind of cartwheeling. Keeping warrior 2 legs, just adding an upper body flow. One more each way. Back to warrior 2, cartwheel around, plank. Find your back bend. Tuck the toes, down dog. Left leg back and up. Step it forward. Externally rotate that back leg. Come up into Vira 2. And we'll move. Peaceful. Warrior 2. Let's go one more each direction. And cartwheeling around, find your plank. Maybe right into down dog or maybe a back bend. Let's hold down dog for 3 breaths. Remember, down dog can be a resting pose. Now look between your hands, bend your knees a lot, and see if you can hop to the top, even if it takes a few hops. Feet under hips, lift halfway when you get here, and exhale, fold. Pulling the feet away from each other, inhale the arms out, and exhale the hands home to the heart. So let's mix it up a little. We'll take some of the planks out and the back bends out. I'm going to add some side angle and some triangle. So inhale up, exhale, fold. Lifting halfway. Now fingertips either to blocks or to the mat. And you may want to make sure if you have your blocks, you can bring those blocks one to each side. I'm going to step back with my right foot, getting ready for warrior 2. Cartwheel the arms out and up. Set up your warrior 2. Now we're going to come to side angle. I'm going to reach with this left arm, staying long, fold. Bring that right arm down towards the mat and up by your ear. Try to stack your shoulders. You can look down at your left toes, towards your right, or even up towards the ceiling. Now see if you can reach out with both arms. This will really work your obliques, transverse abdominis. Hold. Now turn, frame the foot, Step back in plank. You can come right to down dog, or we can take a back bend. See if you can hop it forward. Lift halfway on an inhale. Fold on an exhale. Arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart. Here we go, second side, inhale. Exhale. Lift halfway. Step back with the left, getting ready for warrior one. Extended side angle. Play with the gaze. And then maybe both arms out. And then turn, find a plank or right to down dog. Back bend, excuse me. And tuck toes, down dog. Hop it forward. Lift halfway on an inhale, long spine. Take that chance to decompress the spine. We've done a lot of back bends. Exhale, fold. Feet away from each other, arms out and up. Exhale, hands home to heart. One more time through. This time we're going to add triangle. Inhale up and fold. Lift halfway. Step back with the right, warrior two. Rise up. Side angle. Now you can bring a block to the outside of your ankle as you straighten that front leg. Reach up with the right arm. Pull the feet away from each other. Now bring your right arm by your ear and maybe you reach out with both arms. Bend into that front knee, coming back to side angle. Hanging on to those arms out there, then to plank. Down dog, roll to the belly, another back bend. Meet me in down dog. And step or a hop forward. Lift halfway. Fold. Pull the feet away from each other, inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last time, second side, inhale. Exhale, fold. Lifting halfway. Step back with the left foot, warrior two. To side angle. To triangle. Try to stack the shoulders, reach up with the left arm initially. Pull the feet away from each other. Maybe you lift both arms. Swing those arms forward. Breathe. Bend that front knee and then frame the foot. Let's come to the belly and rest. Find crocodile. Separate the legs. You can bring your forehead to the backs of your hands. Bend your knees. Really swing those shins side to side. And then release them. And hear your breath now. You start breathing clear down into the belly. Let the full exhale out. Empty all the way. Make room for that next big lungs filled with oxygen, with prana. Three more breaths. And press back into table. Tuck your toes, cross your ankles behind you. We're going to do some seated stuff. Let's start in Dandasana. Legs extended long, straight if your hamstrings will let you. Inhale, nice and long spine. Exhale, let's fold forward here, keeping the pelvis tilted forward. Pull on the feet, on the legs. And breathe. Utkatasana. Maybe you straighten the legs a little. If you're like me, you start with bended knees. Slowly coaxing your hamstrings into this forward fold. And then inhale, rise up. Let's draw the right foot up and open the knee out. Sole of the foot either right next to the thigh, or I like to tuck the foot, get a nice stretch in the top of my foot, plus this gives a little lift to my knee, a little more space in my hamstrings. Pelvis is tilted forward, and again, we fold forward here. This is a bit of a twist, so I'm bringing left ribs over towards the right knee. It helps to take you're bringing right ribs towards the left knee. It helps to take the right hand to the outside of wherever you're landing with the hand to help pull into a twist, and then cross the left hand over. Shirshasana. Inhale, rise up, and we'll switch sides. Left knee up, open out, either here or tucked. Sit tall. And tip your pelvis forward. Roll the belly button out there. And then from there, let's fold, reaching left hand to the outside of the right leg somewhere. And then you can cross the right hand over. Breathe. Inhale, back up. And release both legs out. Let's take another Paschimottanasana, tilt the pelvis forward, and from there, we fold. Breathe up and down the spine. Let the breath massage the muscles of the spine, the multifidus, the erector spinae. All those deep stabilizing muscles. Well, I'll tell you, working outside yesterday, I don't generally have allergies, but there was just so much pollen around. All right, bend both knees, and I'm still a little snipply this morning. Bring the knees out to the side, Baddha Konasana. And while we're sitting here, slide your thumbs in between your feet and massage the feet. So I talk about fascia a lot. Fascia is that web of connective tissue. It's a three-dimensional web, and it literally goes everywhere. And I've said before that several decades ago, we really didn't think it did much. It's huge. It's almost an organ system in and of itself. But I learned this weekend that 20%, up to 20% of your total body weight is fascia. It's that connective tissue. So now we're massaging the feet, relaxing the fascia all along the back of the body, just by massaging the feet. Now open those feet like the pages of a book. Squeeze your glutes together. Feel that open your knees a bit. And then from here, lead forward with the heart. And if you have the space and the forearms reach the shins, resist with the shins. So there's a little isometric resistance, and then you let the forearms win. And then resist again. This is PNF. So we're gradually coaxing those muscles into opening and releasing. Proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, I think that's what that's called. Now inhale, rise up. We're going to come back to Sukhasana with the left shin in the front. Swing your arms out and up. Bring your hands together in Anjali Mudra. Touch the third eye. Drop your shoulders out of your ears. Lift your elbows. And let those thumbs encourage you to draw your chin inward and reach up through the crown of the head. Or maybe you stay here. This can feel kind of nice on the spine. Or tipping your pelvis forward will start to fold forward. If you need help, and bring the fingertips to the mat to control this, you can do so. You can stop anywhere along here, or just come right down to that little finger edge of the hands. And breathe. Now rise up. You can help yourself with your hands if you need to. Just don't strain the back. Switch the cross of the legs. And reach up again. Hands together. Sometimes it just feels good to sit like this. There's an acupressure point right there between the eyebrows. So let those thumbs invite that chin to draw in and up. Bringing the cervical spine, the neck into neutral, and maybe tip the pelvis forward and fold any amount. Supporting yourself if you need to. Breathe. You can support yourself back up. Take the hands behind you. Walk your feet wide, left and right edges of the mat. My fingertips are pointed towards my feet, open through the shoulders. Shoulder blades drawn towards the spine. Draw those elbows back towards each other, and then we're going to tip the knees to one direction and the gaze to the other. Release the back. We did a lot of extension in the back. The core muscles go all the way around. And I think sometimes I know I'm guilty of just thinking about the front part of the body as core and working the front part of the body. And if you overwork any muscle, then the opposing muscle group is weak and need core support all the way around. Now drop the knees to the right. Come up on the right hip. So my legs are in right angles now. I think sometimes they call this 90-90 pose, so 90 degrees. And you can adjust yourself on that right hip if you need to. And then fold forward here. A block is nice to rest your forehead on. This is a modified pigeon. Oh, we're getting late on time. Today went fast. Let's go to the other side. And then we'll come down for a little rest. Come up on the left hip. Maybe this is it. Maybe this feels good. Or maybe you work your way forward. And then coming back up. I'm going to stay in an upright seat. Come to your back and move a bit. Whatever you need. Maybe you need a little knees to chest and rock across that low back. Massage the sacrum. Circle through the knees. You'll get a nice massage all the way around the sacrum. And then settle into stillness. It's very still outside right now. I don't see anything moving. Very, very still. See if you can find that stillness in your body. And without exaggerating the breath, remember the three parts. As you inhale, you're filling from the bottom to the top. And as you're exhaling from the top to the bottom. Resting for a few moments of stillness. Begin to deepen your breath now. Do nothing more. Feel the movement that comes with a deeper breath. Movement on the inhale, and movement on the exhale. Be present in that movement. Start to bring other movement into the body, starting in small ways and expanding the movement into bigger ways. Good morning stretch always feels good to me. Find your way to your right side. Rest your head on your arm. Blink the eyes a bit. I forgot to turn the side camera on again. Oh, there's just so many things to remember. Sorry about that. I think I might have even referred to it through the practice. Come back up to an upright seat. That was an invigorating Monday morning practice. Get you ready to face the week. A lot of warrior poses. Be the warrior through your week. Bring your hands to heart. May you have peaceful thoughts, peaceful words, peaceful heart, and a peaceful world. Namaste. See you Wednesday, perhaps, at 12:15 for a tone and strength class, and again Friday morning at 7 o'clock, getting ready for our weekend. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye. I need to leave myself notes up here. I need a little checklist.